Hey, what's up everybody, it's SNipEz. Welcome back to part 5 of house number 50. So, again, this is a mansion. Welcome back. So, hopefully in this part we can actually finish up this house on the outside. Of course not the inside because we have a lot to do with that. But first off, what we're going to do is we're going to start off with the roof. That's probably the most important thing. So, first off, we're going to be moving up all these gray walls a little bit. But we can do that according to like when we get to them. So, it's not like top priority right now. We'll get to those. So what we're going to do for the roof is first off, we're going to take our quartz and then on the edge, like right in front of the top block, you're going to just go around the entire house like this. So it should be something just like this, nice and simple. It's not too bad. So you can just follow the outline of the house. So just do this, follow the outline completely. Just want to make sure you're in front of the house at all times. Just like this, going around. Come around this. Come in front of here. So we're just going all the way around. So hopefully you guys, I think I said this at the end of the last part, and I think at the end of every part, but hopefully you guys are liking this house. This house actually turned out really nice in my opinion, with how like everything looks. I think it's probably the best. I don't think I've ever made a modern mansion. I don't think. I might have named one, but this is like the true first modern mansion that I've made, and I guess. And it's turned out pretty great. I mean, a lot of people from the comments I can tell like it. It's just something different from what I usually make. I know a lot of people always ask, well, like, when's the next mansion video? Because I don't like small houses. I try to get around to like every style of house because everybody's different. Everybody likes their own style. It just seems like the smaller houses seem to be the most popular. I'll get back to that here in a second. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to take our slabs out. And we're going to, actually, let's just go around again on top of this with our quartz. You'll see a little bit later on why after this. So just go ahead and add another layer on top. This will actually just help us out a little bit later on. So just do this real quick, nice and simple. The roof is actually really simple. It's not a tough roof design, but what was I talking about earlier? Oh yeah, so I try to get around to like every style of house because, like I said, everybody's different. Seems like the smaller houses do seem to be a little bit more popular because they're easier to make. But I do understand that some people like the bigger houses, the bigger builds. So that's why I try to incorporate every style and every size. But some people don't understand, like, when it comes to mansions, it's not as easy as just building and making a tutorial. People always ask, like, well, why don't you just do this and just record building it? A lot of times when I build, I like to just relax. That's basically how I relax. I'll just build, think of ideas. That's when the best ideas come out. But the problem with that is sometimes it's really hard to recreate those for tutorials. That's why some people always ask, like, well, why can't you just do that? And sometimes it's easier said than done. Okay, so I'll get back to that here in a second. So now what we need to do is now we need to move up our gray wool. And let's move it up one block above this now. So just stack the gray wool up. One block above. Just like this. Do this with all of them. I'm not really sure how many blocks of gray wool we actually have. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. This will be our fourth here. 5 over here. Stack this one up. Let's have this one come back, maybe 2. 5. Do we want to stack these up above? Let me look at this picture, because I'm actually not too sure if we want to stack these up above or not. And it looks like, yep, we do. So stack them up one block above as well. Just like that. Take some more swiftness because that ran out. Then we just have the ones in the front to do. So stack these up as well. Boom, boop. And boop, 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 boop. Almost done. And I move those up one too many. Make this one 2 wide. And make this one 3. Okay, so now we have that. That does help a little bit more. Now we just need to go around. So this part's kind of random. You don't have to put these in the exact same spots. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go around the house and just get rid of some of the quartz here. Like I said, you can do this basically anywhere. And I'm just going to add upside down slabs right here. And what these do is you can just, like I said, do them anywhere. And what they kind of do is they give a little bit more light coming from the top. They also in a realistic standpoint, they kind of act as drainage ways for when it rains, like right now, for the water to run off the house. So this is what I mean. You can basically just put these anywhere you want. So I'm going to put like one here. It can be any sizes, really. You want to make sure they're not too big altogether. But like I said, you can just put these anywhere. They can be any size. Like I'm going to put one here. This is what I mean. Like you can do so much with stuff like this. There's just so much you can do. I'm going to make a 3, 1 here, and then a 2 here. Right here, I'll put like a 3. And then one more 3 right next to it. I'm not going to add any here. Maybe add a 2 here. None there. We're going to have a corner one here. A pretty big corner one. And maybe add a small one here as well. And then right here we'll add maybe two twos of them. So then 1, 2. Right here, add another 2. And basically that finishes up the roof. I mean, we can add a couple more over here as well. If we wanted to. Make that one into a full block. And then, boom. And then there we go. There's basically, here's your roof design. And then we're just going to be using spruce wood, just regular blocks for the actual house, or for the actual roof itself. There we go. So again, here's your roof design. Nice and simple, not too bad. Let's take out some stone slabs. Then on top of the gray wool here, on every piece of gray wool, you're going to put your stone slabs on top of them. So go around doing this. On every single one. Do. And by the time of this video comes out, I've actually recorded it in my old, in my parents' house where I'm living now. But at the time of this recording, when it comes out, I will be moved out and into my apartment. And I'll be really happy because I don't like recording when people are home for some reason. So it will make recording so much easier. Okay, so now what we're going to do is take out our spruce wood. And the spruce wood here, you're just going to put it basically even with the first block we placed for the roof. It's going to be exactly even with this. And so basically you're just going to fill everything in. So nice and simple, not too bad at all. Doesn't take up, well, that'd be a lie. It does take up a pretty good amount of time considering it's a pretty big house. But it won't take as much time as you would think. Because it is a big house, but the house isn't that wide. So we'll get back to you guys once we're done. So just fill all this in. Nice, simple, and we'll be back. Alright, hey guys, we're back. We're finishing up this last row. And what we're going to do now, after this, is, there we go, there's our roof. So everything's looking pretty good so far. Now what we're going to do is we're going to work on some of the front yard. The front yard needs a lot of work. So we're going to get rid of a lot of the stuff that we have in our inventory now, besides our, we can even get rid of the quartz basically, our night vision and speed. We will need our gravel back. Let's also take out some smooth stone, which is here. And I'm going to take some more swiftness real quick. I'm trying to think of anything else we might need. We might need our stone slabs as well. We will need cobblestone walls. We will need stone slabs. Maybe some pressure plates, which are, where are they? Here they are. Also need a light gray carpet or white carpet. Doesn't really matter what you want to use. And what we're going to do is, first off, our driveway, we're going to have our driveway connect with our front door here. So we're just going to have a plain straight shot to the door here. And then we're going to fill in this with our stone. And I really wish the rain would just go away. It's getting kind of annoying. So hopefully it goes away soon. So we have that. Now what we're going to do is, you see how we have these stairs here? We need to connect them with our sidewalk here. To do that, what we're going to do is have gravel starting here, coming to the end here. And then maybe even connecting over here with this wall. We need to have this one come all the way out to about here. Come over. So now we have 3 blocks of walking room over there. This one can connect with this. And what we can do over here is just have this one connect with maybe this here. And is it nighttime yet? Hopefully I can sleep. Can I sleep yet? Hey, we can. Sweet. We can get rid of this awful rain. I hate the rain in this game. It's annoying. Alright, so we have that. Oh yeah, we also need some grass as well. So take out some grass. And what we're going to do is just fill in everything in between the gravel, really, is we're going to fill in with our grass. Just take your grass out, fill it in. And you can even use dirt if you're... I guess you could make this in survival, but it'd be kind of a hard house to make in survival. I'll give you that. If you can, I mean, it'd be great. I'll really give you credit if you can, but that'd be really difficult. And then even get in between here as well. You really want to make sure you get everywhere in between, like where you put your gravel. And then here, we can put our stone, because this is our basic part of our sidewalk here. So just put everything in here. And I'm going to leave the grass there. I'm not going to get rid of that. Because I actually, for some reason, I kind of like that grass there. Not too sure why. I could just be weird, which is a very good possibility. And there we go. So now we have the sidewalk completed. So there are still a couple more things you could really do. I mean, you could put trees in here if you want. I'm going to leave it plain just because I like it plain most of the time. But you can add trees. You can add tall grass. You can really do anything you want with this. And then we're going to take out our carpet, whichever color you want to use. And I'm using the light gray carpet. And you're basically putting it right on top of the gravel here. The point of this is it gives the grass a little bit more depth because it gives a tiny ridge to where it slopes down, and I don't know, it just adds a little bit more effect to it. Also adds more colors to the house. It's something you notice. So that's another reason why I'm doing it. And connect it with there. Then voila, now we have basically our front sidewalk all done and completed. Now we need to make our gate. So the gate, we're going to use gray wool. We're going to use gravel again, and we're going to use the gravel here, and it's going to come all the way out to the driveway, even one block in. We're going to stack it up 2 tall, just like that. Come to the other side, do the exact same thing, and you can basically, it depends on how much space you have. You can make the backyard as big as you want. Again, just depending on how much space you have, that's very important. You want to know how much space you have. That's really important. And what we're going to do is we're going to use, I think I put away, our stone slabs. So let me take some more swiftness real quick. These end blocks right here, you are going to stack up one higher. And then you're going to put a stone slab on top. And then you're just going to use your slabs to basically connect them. There's something just like this. So 1, then we're going to have our second one here. 2, and then put our third one up top like that. Now we have our gate entrance. Let's take out, what do we want to use? You can either use glass panes or iron bars. I'm going to use the iron bars because I think they look a little bit better. So here they are. So what we're going to do is put your iron bars here. You're going to have them come out 2 on each side. Just like this. So one thing I like to do is to give the effect of the gate being open. You could just make it fully closed. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a curved piece right here. And what this does is it acts as the part that's open. So it's kind of curved a little bit. That's the whole point of it. So there we go. Now we have our nice gate. Nice and simple. And what we're going to do is put our pressure plates on top of the gravel here. For a little more design. And let's see. You could even connect. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to connect this wall with the front right here. So just like this. Then put your pressure plates on that. So now we have basically our front gate into the house. What we're going to do now is I like having a couple different areas, if that makes sense. So we're going to put another wall here. It's going to come out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's have it come out 6. And then again, depends on how much space you have. You can have it come back as far as you want. It looks like I probably extended it maybe 30 around there. And I'm just kind of estimating right now. Again, all depends on how much space you really have. So I'm just kind of using random numbers right now. Let's come over to the other side. And let's start the wall from back here. About right here, just on the other side of this gray wool. Stack it up 2. Yeah, 2 should be good. And stacking it all the way up to about here. Or not stacking up, but moving it out. Again, you don't really need too much space because if you're making this in survival, again, you might want to use like the farming, all that. We are going to have a pool when we're all said and done. I'm going to curve this a little bit. So what we're going to do to curve it is we're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. On the 8th block, place a piece of gravel, and then one behind it. The same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One behind it. And just get rid of everything here in between. Come out 2 again. Just like this. And then connect it with 1 block. And then you should have a nice little curve. Yes, I am aware you could probably make the curve a lot better, but I'm fine with it. What we're going to do is we're going to stack up the wall to where it's going to be 3 tall altogether. Just like this. And just stack it all the way up. A lot of repetitiveness. I'm sorry if you can hear my controller. So we're just going to stack this all the way up. And we're still going. We're still going. Are we done yet? Are we done yet? Oh, man. And we are going to put cobblestone walls on top of this. I think one reason I made the back walls a little bit taller was when I made the house, it was on a regular seed. It wasn't on a flat map. And so I think the reason I made it a little bit taller was because I made it into a mountain. So I made the walls a little bit taller. So again, it really depends on how tall you want them. Some of this stuff is really just all up to you and what you feel looks best. I mean, 2 is perfectly fine because you can't jump up 2 blocks. So, and we're still going to be adding a line of what are they called? Cobblestone walls. Oh man, it's gotten pretty hot. Whew, you have to imagine it's extremely hot in my room just because I have basically 2 computers, 2 TVs on, kind of. So the Xbox is always running pretty hot. And okay, so now all that's done, let's put our cobblestone walls here. So you might notice a problem when we get to the curved part. You might be wondering, well, how am I going to put the cobblestone wall there? We actually have to do up a small touch-up, which won't take long. I mean, it's not really a big touch-up. You're just adding a little bit more. What we're going to do is come to the outside and just kind of put blocks like this, where it makes it to where we can kind of curve it a little bit. And then we're done. Now we can continue. So take your cobblestone walls back out and just follow the path. Do. And we're almost done with the outside. And we'll be relieved to get the outside of this house done. It's been a really long time. Usually most houses are done in 5 parts, but mansions usually take a little bit longer because they are a lot bigger, so it's understandable. And okay, so now we have that done. So there's our backyard, there's our front yard. That's really about it for this part. So thank you for watching, guys. Please rate and subscribe. Again, I make house videos every Wednesday and Friday. You probably hear me preach that basically every single video, but it is true because that's what a lot of people come to my channel for, is the houses. So if you like this house, maybe check out some of the other ones, see if you can find something else that you like instead. So thank you for watching, guys. Please rate and subscribe, and I'll talk to all you guys later.